Hey, what's up guys? It's your girl Jazz, and today I am reviewing the JBL Pulse 4. Not to be confused with the other review that I did with the Pulse 3, I will also be doing a comparison between 3 and 4 as well. So make sure that you subscribe so that way you can see the comparison as well, and also check out the Pulse 3 that I've already reviewed. After this video, of course. So, let's go ahead and open it up. It does come in 2 colors. Currently, only the black one is available. The white one will not be sold. This thing is heavy. Will not be sold until I believe it's a couple of months from now, December. So for now, we're just going to review the black one. And this thing is pretty heavy. So if you want a good sturdy, speaker, well, we're gonna see if it's good. If you want a sturdy speaker, then we're going to have to make sure to check it out. Are you trying to search for my phone? We're going to sync it up to my phone so that way we can hear it. It does take 3.5 hours to charge. One advantage is that you don't have to worry about it being plugged up pretty much the entire time that you're using it. So like I said, it takes 3.5 hours to charge, but it does last 12 hours. So that's pretty good time to have it. So we're going to search for it. JBL Pulse 4. There we go. There we go. Synced up. So I am currently trying to sync it up to the JBL app, so that way so it's not just my phone that I'm syncing up to, so I don't want to confuse anybody. Alright, we've got party mode. Wireless link more than 100 party boost compatible speakers together. So we'll be able to compare the sound between the JBL 3 and the 4 at the same time on my other videos. So that's pretty cool. Stereo mode, you can set 2 of the same party boost speakers as left and right channels. Interesting. Light up your party, customize your light show with presets and patterns. So we're going to get started. So I'm right now just controlling the colors and just playing with it to kind of show you the control that I have. So this one's going to be more like a flame, it looks like. Interesting. So they have the spiritual setting, which is this one right here. I guess kind of more wavy like. Then we have campfire. We have the equalizer. We have the wave. Then we can have where we can actually, or you actually control it and you can customize it as well. So I can make it darker or lower one, or I can make it really bright. So I'm actually controlling the brightness of it. That's pretty cool. So I'm just playing with some of the settings right now before we actually look into the sound of the speaker. Because I don't know about you, but JBL speakers usually come out pretty good. So I have high hopes for this one. Especially after the Pulse 3. I like that one. I just like the colors of it. So I have really high hopes for this one. Press the trigger on all party boost speakers nearby to enter party mode. So I guess if you have multiple speakers, you can sync them up that way by just simply pressing this one little button right here. I think that's one, right? Yeah, right here. So also I did mention that you could do either left or right compatibility if you have multiple speakers. All that's done through the JBL app, just so you know. All right, now we're gonna go jump into the sounds. I will be setting it at 100%, so if you have earbuds or something like that and you don't want to go deaf, just a heads up right now. So I'm about to turn up the volume up to 100%. lowering the volume, obviously, so that way I can talk over it as well. It has pretty good bass. So this is where the sound's coming from. You can just hear the bass. Can y'all hear it? This is me covering my hands. Because obviously you can't really hear the music too well. This is where the sound's coming from. And you got the bass playing right here. So it is a 360 light show as well. A couple of things about it. We do have the charging port right here. You've got your basics, your play, your volume control, the plus and the minus. And then this is the party mode, so that way you can connect multiple speakers. You can control the brightness of it, which also you can do on the app as well. Or I'm sorry, not the brightness, but you can control but it changes the patterns of it. So when I started out, I mentioned the spiritual, the campfire. That's what it's changing right here with just a simple button right here. Of course, we've got the power and the Bluetooth. And then I think that's it as far as this. I don't see where it's written, but I think this is not glass. So that's one thing don't worry about dropping it. But of course, dropping any electronics, you could easily break it. I'm thinking it's more like plexiglass or like a hard plastic. I did look on the website. It does not state exactly what this is made out of, whether it's plastic, plexiglass, or glass. But based off of the way it's sounding, I don't believe it's glass, unless it's a unique type of glass, like fiberglass or something. But it doesn't feel like actual glass, if that makes sense. More like a hard plastic, so you don't have to worry about shattering it. If you drop it, hopefully you don't, but knowing me, it's always possible. I will be testing it in water as well, so that way we can hear how it sounds, because it is waterproof. Although I probably would not suggest throwing it in just direct water, because it might sink. But we're going to test it in water as well as in the dark, so you can see how bright and vibrant the colors are. Alright guys, so I'm going to I'm going to drop this in the water slowly, because I don't want to make a big mess. So it semi-floats, and we're going to play music while it's in the water and see how it sounds. It claims it's waterproof, so we're going to test that theory. And I promise you we give Monger water. So this is full blast underwater. In case you didn't know. In case you want to visually see the bass. That's weird. It only does it in certain spots. There it goes. Okay, when it gets to the edge, that's why. So we're going to dry this off and try it again, see if it affects the sound any. How's everybody's day going? Or morning, evening, night, whatever time you decide to watch this. Your lunch break, your dinner time, you know. Trying to make conversation as I dry this off. Alright, we're going to try it again. It looks like there's still some water on top. Still works just fine. Just flicking a little bit of water here and there. nothing's coming out. So I'm also gonna try it with the lights off. So we're gonna turn the lights off. All right, guys. So you can see that at night or in pure darkness. I'm also gonna put it in water to see how it reflects off. So if you decide to throw it in a pool, you know it's safe. So you can see the different graphics of light at night. Right, so this is the campfire, the equalizer. So this is the wave. You can change the colors. And then the wave again. So we're going to listen to a little bit of music so that way you can see how it works, or how bright it is in the dark while you're playing music. Do understand that it is in water, so that's what's causing the bass to sound a little off. So I don't want you to think that the water messed it up or anything like that, because once I take it out of water, and of course once the water dries on top, it's going to sound better too. Alright, so we're going to get the lights on. Alright guys, so that kind of sums up the review. I really like the speaker. I would definitely recommend it to others. It has a great bass to it. It has a great sound. Very loud, especially for such a small speaker. So the price for this one runs about $250, which isn't too bad for a good quality speaker, especially considering how loud it is. And you are able to link it up to over 100 JBL other speakers, so you don't have to have multiple JBL 4s, Pulse 4s, but any other JBL. So whenever I do the review for the JBL 3, or the comparison between the JBL 4 and 3, we're going to be able to compare it as well, and sync them up. So if you have multiples, different versions of JBL speakers, you're going to be able to combine them all into one, so that way you can create your own surround sound. So you don't have to just keep getting multiple of the same one. Obviously, because JBL speakers are all going to be compatible. It'll make a great Christmas present. I definitely would love to get one for Christmas if I didn't already have it. The only downside that I would love to see is them to pair up with Amazon and get the Alexa. I mean, wishful thinking, hopefully, maybe one day. And I'm pretty sure I've got spots right now.
I'm not sure.
Need I say more? Perfect timing. So that's the only thing that the only downside that I don't like about it is that it doesn't have that, just because I want it wireless. But if you have any other questions, I'll be more than happy to answer. Make sure that you subscribe so you can make sure to get the comparison video. And I'll say all of the reviews that I have, as well as my other channel at Jazzyfoodz with a Z. In the meantime, stay tuned and stay jazzy. Thanks for watching, guys.